I want you all to know that my night cannot be ruined because I made adobo. But boy, howdy did they try. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Skeleton Crew podcast. We're once again here with me, Stross, there, Sardo, and of course, the return of our own, so far only guest, Kimi.
Yeah.
La Kimi, because feminine.
No, everyone's L here, including me. And including you. Because it's the skeleton in me. And the skeleton in you.
MILF.
Yeah, you're L MILF.
Cool.
MILF.
Into it.
But yeah.
You're also the only actual mother here, so that you make it that.
I'm MILF by default.
Yeah, I guess so.
We have we have our resident mom specialist Kimi here.
Only actual mother Kimi and two idiots.
My two himbo sons.
Yay!
My mom's gonna be so mad about that.
You can have two moms, Stross. It's okay.
It's the year 2024. You could have two moms.
Yeah. But we got to do something tonight that I was very excited about. When I tell you, this was one of the only things getting me through this week was the fact that we got to watch MILF Manor today.
MILF Manor.
MILF. But we watched the first episode of MILF Manor season 2. You finally got to see. We'll talk about kind of first season versus second season so far. But Stross, this is your first time watching any MILF Manor. Am I correct?
It's my first time watching reality TV in probably literal decades.
Well, hey!
And I'm reminded why I do not watch it.
You lucky guy.
A wild one for you to start with.
I think the best way to put it is we'll start with introducing our MILFs, which is a weird thing to say.
We've got.
I didn't take notes this time. Sorry.
We don't need to take notes. We can just scroll up.
I took notes last time so I could have talking points.
I'm so impressed, Kimi. That's awesome.
I'm a professional.
So let's get started. We had our first MILF we were introduced to.
Mm-hmm.
The pink one.
Yeah, it was Pink Dress. Honestly, I'm not going to remember any names.
Disco Mommy 2.0.
Okay, but I actually, she looks like Disco Mommy, but I don't think she has the soul of Disco Mommy.
You are true. This is correct. I think that title belongs to another.
Yes. Well, the pink one, her teeth are, I don't know, her mouth does something when she talks that doesn't quite look human.
She's got the slappy jaw.
Yeah, she does.
Oh,
it's weird.
Hold on. I've got the okay. So let's see here. Jamie is the one with the slappy jaw.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. She looked kind of plastic, but she didn't seem evil.
She actually had like strangely like neutral vibes. I expected her to be more evil than she was.
Yeah, which just goes to show we shouldn't judge people by how they look.
You are so correct.
We are learning life lessons from MILF Manor, season 2.
Only season 2, not season 1.
No, I learned nothing from season 1.
No, we learned something from season 1. No, nothing good.
No, MILF Manor season 1 made me actually dumber.
We learned that it trains in intellect, like an intellect devourer.
I became evil because of MILF Manor season 1.
You were already evil.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Kimi on this one.
I was already evil.
Tee.
Speaking of evil, Barbie. Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie.
Hi, Barbie. Hi, Ken.
She actually, I think, was the second hottest one.
She's very attractive.
The most evil.
Which is part of her attractiveness, in fairness.
Like,
come on.
I want to say, Barbie gives me the vibes of like your best friend in middle school / early high school who like turned out to be a total fucking snake.
Yeah. Big
Yeah.
frenemy vibes.
Yeah. Majorly.
Definitely evil, but that's part of the fun. You gotta have an evil one.
She's the one who I think has the soul of Disco Mommy.
She has the Disco Mommy soul for real. She
Yeah.
has the shit starter vibe.
And she was trying to steal Uriwan's man.
Yes. She's also she made a point to mention it's like I used to be a stripper, and it's like, you know what, Barbie, I guarantee you most people wouldn't give a shit, but you're gonna use that to be like kind of like the
you have to
wounded
remember,
lamb,
she's
like
old enough to be in a point where that was a thing.
she's gonna do the whole wounded lamb thing of like, you're criticizing me because I used to be a stripper, and it's like, no, it's because you're being an evil bitch.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's-
no stereotyping. We'll wait until that we actually see the end of it.
That's my prediction.
Well,
Fair.
we could have watched the end of it if Stross wasn't a coward.
Well,
Just
sorry
wanna
that
blow
it's
through
10
all
o'clock at
4
night.
episodes.
Well, we will get
There'll be
get
more,
there.
just
Don't
not
you
tonight.
worry.
Just that, we'd record and then we'd do other things.
Oh, we
Uh-huh.
shall
Sorry,
get there.
I
Don't
have
you
a
worry,
life,
Kimmy.
Kimmy.
And we should probably get going to our third contestant.
Okay.
Kelly.
Which one's Kelly?
Kelly, who had I think our obligatory like horrifying backstory.
Oh, this is like the 59-year-old.
Yeah, she's
it's the
59,
Vietnamese one.
Yeah.
Hey, Sardo, you're reading off of a cheat sheet. Can you post that to the rest of us so we can just know who we're talking
you're
about?
right. I'm sorry. I should probably share my notes with the class.
She was the Vietnamese one.
Yes,
who
she
came from Vietnam.
Yeah, during the attack on Saigon, and and like utterly horrifying, and she's like, yeah, and I'm here to find love. It's like, okay,
Like, no, you need to find a therapist, sweetheart.
yeah, honey,
You
what
don't.
are
You
you
shouldn't be
doing?
here. Don't be here.
No
Yeah.
one should be here. What are you talking about?
This is gonna make your
No
mental
soul
health
should be
worse.
here at MILF Manor. No one should be in this place. It is a dark place.
And I love like the very
And not like
like
Darth Barenki. Just to be clear.
The dark place of Canada. Spoilers, it's set in Canada this year.
it's in Canada, and they do some interesting things with it so
We'll
far.
get to it.
We'll talk about that in a bit.
Kelly,
So, actually, speaking of the setting, real quick, before we continue with the introductions, how would you describe the original MILF Manor setting versus this one? Like,
The
in
original
comparison.
one was like in a vacation home in Mexico.
Yeah, it's got that like
And this
that
is like a lake house in Canada.
Man, it's-
Vibes are totally different.
It feels more like Connecticut Clark's gonna invite you over for a good Connecticut dinner. You know, nothing
Like-
against Connecticut Clark, but
Anyway, just wanted to get your opinions on that. We're 3 MILFs in. Who is our other 3? As
I believe
Sardonicus.
Christina is our next one. She's our little girl from a southern town.
Yeah.
I feel
To
really
me, her face looks like one of the sister wives. Let me I think it's Mary. Hold on. I'm pulling up a picture. Yeah, it looks like this. Hold on, I'm copying.
This like production photo of her, like this headshot, like profile picture that they took of her makes her face look like it's not real. Like we photoshopped that smile on her face.
She looks slightly uncanny.
It's very
She
weird.
looks like a thinner, younger version of that sister wife that I just posted.
Oh, you're right.
Her name is Mary Brown. She was the first one from the show Sister Wives, if y'all are
Oh.
unfamiliar with
No.
garbage television.
No, we're
She
not.
has sinister eyes.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I don't. We'll talk more about her later because
So,
there is important
I will
stuff.
say, Christina looks like if you took Mary and you're like, I'm shaking, someone please give her brown contacts. And then they did, and it's like, okay, that is an improvement, actually.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Who else do we have? I also love the little, like, snippets they give because they leave so much shit out. But we get next, I believe, to Crystal.
Okay, so we're all in agreement that Crystal's the best looking one here.
it made me sing the Twilight song. That's how much I love her.
She's beautiful. She is gorgeous.
She does not belong in MILF Manor.
No, this
She
reminds
has-
me of a friend of
She's too
mine
good.
who
She's too good for this.
who, being black herself, said, "Black don't crack." Crystal's proof of that
She-
fact.
She looks
Yeah, but she's also
magnificent.
not that old. She's only 48.
She's 48.
Oh yeah, no,
48's
not
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 old.
that old. She's not the oldest. Admittedly, Kelly is by far
Kelly's
the oldest. By far.
But like, Crystal has no wrinkles, no flaws, perfect skin. She's thick,
She's
which I like.
toned. Oh, she's thick. She's
Yes.
so thick.
I wanted to
Oh.
be known that I'm not the one saying this under various grounds of I haven't said it. People are doing
am-
it for me.
I'm allowed to objectify women because I am a woman. It's fine.
I should probably reel it in a little bit. I'm sorry.
What do you have to say to women?
Sorry,
Sardo.
women.
Sorry, not drinking the respecting women juice right now.
I'm sorry. I'm a poor male feminist. She's just really okay.
She's just really
The
hot.
first-
It's not my
first-
fault.
The first thing I noticed about her, she has beautiful eyes. Like I mentioned in the chat we were watching, she reminds me a little bit of Betty Boop.
Yeah. I think part of it is also the hair, but the lips and
yeah.
the eyes too.
Like she's got like the haircut is very cute, and then just like these beautiful eyes. So we're Crystal fans over here.
Yeah.
We're standing her.
Don't betray us, please.
I don't think she will. Like the other thing about her is her personality. She is very like
She seems like she wasn't gonna put up with the other MILFs as shit.
yeah, she's just like very very calm, very like level-headed, like I'm here to have a good time and you're
Yeah.
not going to fuck this up for me.
Oh, also she had a tragic backstory too.
Oh
remember?
my god, yeah. Her son was like 23 and like he got
Died.
murdered.
He got murdered.
Man was murdered.
He was
over
murdered.
here.
Him and his friend were murdered.
Yeah, it was like,
Oh, Joker.
hey, you said no jokos.
Yeah. Hey, we're allowed
But no-
at least a couple.
But like her son was murdered and it's like, are you sure you're okay to be here?
Are you sure you
This
should be
last
on
year,
MILF
too.
Manor? I feel like you
Yeah.
shouldn't be on MILF Manor. I feel like that's
Look,
bad for
they
the
always
soul.
have to have one with a dead child, apparently. I think that
I-
might be in the contract.
You have to have one. And then the last one I believe was Lynette.
Yes.
Liked her. She did nothing. She kind of did nothing, but I didn't hate her.
Lynette seemed fine. She definitely seemed the most like somebody, like a friend's mom that I probably knew.
Yeah, she seemed like the most normal, if that makes sense.
She looks the most
She's
like
pretty cool.
somebody's mom not trying to look like anything else.
Yeah.
Like if this were a harem anime, she would be like the childhood best friend
Oh,
love interest. Barbie would be the bitch that everybody hated. Because
I hope Barbie dies.
I hope Barbie dies too. I think Barbie's the youngest out of them. I'm pretty
Let's
sure she
see.
is.
45.
Yeah,
40,
she's-
40. Yeah, Barbie's the youngest.
I
You're
don't
correct.
Okay. So we'll get into kind of like the general overview because this was sort of the introductory episode. This is where we get to meet the MILFs. And it's I always feel like the introductory episode, it's like it's necessary, but it's also like not
Oh,
especially helpful.
I'm sorry. I'm reading the little thing you sent us, and it says that Barbie's toxic trait is drama.
I feel like
Yeah.
that's all of them. Run reality
Well-
TV, that's in general.
But Barbie especially. I don't like her. She has like definitely toxic former best friend vibes.
Anyway, before we start judging
But-
people via one episode, we need to talk about the other half of the equation. The younger gentleman. I got a cheat sheet pulled up.
Oh good. Yeah,
Send me
yeah.
the
I'm
cheat
not gonna post it because we'll talk about this part later. You'll guys understand when I post it why we're not talking about half of what's on this sheet.
Okay.
Roll that beautiful bean footage. Oh.
Oh, I see why. Yeah.
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 Yeah. So we're gonna start off with the Christopher.
Christopher.
I don't see any
Christopher.
Christopher. I
Um,
think is supposed to be the hot one here.
Okay, he is very hot. He does have too many teeth.
I don't like how many
I
teeth.
don't. This is the weirdest criticism of a person's life.
I
No.
no, but you're right. I don't like how many teeth he has.
Look, there are. Okay, so the pink mom, Jamie was her name. She had too many teeth. He has too many teeth, and there's another boy that has too many teeth. This is the
So-
season of too many teeth.
I think
Teeth,
I think we should
teeth,
pair
teeth,
Jamie and
teeth.
Christopher just because they have enough teeth for each other.
No, because then they'll make a child that has even more teeth, and I can't
Oh.
live in that world.
I mean, I would imagine all these women are probably menopausal, so we don't have to.
That's what you think.
Oh no!
Anyway,
Baby, I'm
our next one is Jacob.
Wait, what are we gonna say about him? It was just too many teeth. Is that enough? Is that
Yeah.
enough to talk about?
In fairness,
Christopher-
this
Oh,
is not
He's
about.
he loves fighting. He loves fighting.
He's an MMA fighter.
He's
Yeah.
an MMI. he is missing an
Uh,
action fighter.
Um,
That's our new
I
GI
also-
Joe ripoff.
he's one of those weird dudes who like cause Barbie, I believe, was born in Mexico City, and he's like, oh, I love Latinas, and it's like, I think that's really fucking weird when dudes do that. Like, don't stop. No.
Ferris, he said he was
It's-
basically into every kind of woman imaginable. This man
Yeah,
casts an incredibly wide net.
It's like,
mean,
but you just
I get it. I like women too.
You
It's
remember
like
the
they're
Joe
great.
Cat video? I feel like he's the toxic version of that video.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, you
oh
know?
that is
Yeah.
the dude who like made the song about like liking all kinds of girls, and like and it was like really like sweet and like
You like that?
inoffensive and like
You have to show it to me after, because I have no.
Yeah,
clue.
well,
Yeah.
I'll
But-
grab it for you to look at real
Yeah,
quick.
but so that's Christopher. Christopher had too many teeth, and he's an MMA fighter. Next up is Jacob.
He's
Napoleon
British.
Dynamite looking ass.
He's British.
He's the British one. They are gaslighting me into trying to make me think he's attractive, but he just looks like Napoleon Dynamite, and I don't like it. And he's the other one that has way too many teeth. He has no upper lip. He only has teeth.
Well,
He
well,
has-
no, the problem is, Kimmy, because he's British, his upper lip is so stiff you can't see it.
I guess that's true.
He has a truly remarkable overbite. It's
You know
Underbite.
what he is?
Underbite,
He is
overbite. I don't know.
incredibly British looking somehow.
I just know he's got a fucked up skull.
Okay.
Yeah, I will not be gaslit by MILF Manor season 2. I refuse.
According to this blurb, he also plays semi-pro cricket.
Good for him. Yay.
Does he eat beans on toast?
He definitely eats beans on toast eating ass.
And
I'm
he's
sorry,
the one
he's
who
my
gets it from a
enemy.
can.
I have decided he's my enemy. There's worse
don't-
boys, but he just makes me angry.
We're gonna
I-
talk more about him in a bit because I got some comments about it from other things. So we're just gonna move on to Joey, who we all our sensors went up and we're like, sub bottom alert.
Okay, so I want to say, Joey is 21. Joey is a fetus.
No, he's a bad boy, obviously.
No, Crystal said he was a bad boy. It's like, honey, how
It's
many
the bad boy
boys have
in the
you
room
seen?
with us now. Because it's not him. Also, he's a fucking butt biter.
Oh yeah, that was the
Spider, I
weird
think-
part. His love language
I'm
is
so
apparently
mad.
biting the booty.
He likes to bite butts.
So, Kimmy, I want to run this by you because I want to test this hypothesis that they're trying to like recreate some of the old dark magic from season 1, and they are trying to make Joey the next Jimmy. And
Yeah,
Jimmy, as you remember,
He was a toe sucker.
Jimmy was a toe sucker.
Okay, but like, here's the thing. I'm gonna argue with this for a little bit. Butt
Okay.
biting is weirder than toe sucking.
It's
No.
not really so much.
It's weird to be
Weird?
like, hi, I'm into like being into feet is weird. Do not get me wrong. Like only because the people who are into feet are usually very weird about it. But like no
I
one
think the weirdest part. Go ahead.
says I like biting butts. It's my love language.
I think the weirdest part was how he just brought it up out of nowhere, which made me think like it was the showrunners trying to do like Sardo said and be like, yeah, this is the new Jimmy. He's so into weird things. Isn't he such a bad boy? And it's
He's
like,
so kinky.
no, he's just fucking weird. And the chick whose butt he bit wasn't even good. It was like a flat ass, so there was nothing to bite. I
Like, so my personal perspective here is as a wise older man who is 11 years older than Joey. Him bringing up like,
baby.
oh, I'm so kinky, I'm a freak, I love to bite butts. It's like it comes off as like really inexperienced and juvenile.
It's like,
Is
okay, go back to 8th grade, dude. You've never
yeah, it's
touched a boob. It's fine.
Don't
lie
I
about
say
it.
is the wise ass biting sage upon the mountain over here. It came off as really like you are not getting across the message you're trying to convey, or the showrunners are trying to convey.
Oh,
You are a little boy.
this is the guy who literally told someone, basically, I'm sorry I got lost in your eyes. And then said it to somebody else, like, in front of that person.
This is bad.
Yeah. It's like
I will say next to Jacob, Joey is the lamest one so far.
Yeah.
He's very lame.
He
Cute,
should
like,
be my enemy, but I just Jacob, there's something about him.
Well,
I
okay,
hate
but
him.
you have to remember one of these two is British, so inherently
Yeah.
Jacob is more lame.
Joey's
Yeah.
cute at least. Joey's like
Joey
cute
is
in kind
cute.
of a puppy dog way.
Well, no, here's the way I put
A
it.
little pudgy tummy, and I like it.
If Joey
Yeah.
never talked, he would be inherently more attractive.
Yeah, but he talks, so
Yeah,
But that's the thing. There is a way for him to appear more attractive. Jacob just looks funky. And not in a
there's
fun
no
way.
hope for Jacob.
Yeah.
There's no hope for Jacob.
So we're gonna move on
Bless his
to Miles.
now I feel bad for hating on Jacob because he might be a sweet boy, but
I don't think he is.
Well,
I don't think he is.
we'll know further down the line. But right now, there's Miles, who is one of the more attractive ones.
oh yeah, Miles is nice to look at,
He's very nice to look at.
but I don't remember anything about him.
He's a chef, and
He's vegan.
which is the
Oh.
problem. There's the big problem. All three of us are like, if only you weren't vegan.
I want somebody
I
I
like
can eat.
vegan food. I just tend to not like vegans because they won't ever shut the fuck up about being vegan.
I will say, to Miles's credit, maybe it's part of the play, but he has not talked about being vegan. So
Yeah.
Well, I feel like he was only on screen once. I remember nothing about him.
Yeah.
Other than he was attractive.
Also, I don't love his haircut. It kind of makes his head look small.
I think that's a styling issue. If they like puffed up his curls a little bit up at the top.
Oh,
yes,
definitely.
I think that's
it looks worse. I remember his hair looked much better when we were watching the episode than it is in this like promotional photo.
Yeah, it just fluff it up a little bit.
They really they really pressed his hair. It looks like in this photo they pressed his hair, took like a weight and pressed his hair down.
Yeah. Miles is definitely one of the more attractive of the men.
And he has the normal amount of teeth.
I love a man with a normal amount of teeth.
I don't know, sir. I heard you like the gaping dragon.
The what?
The gaping dragon.
Yeah.
My Dark
Love
Souls
it.
1
It's my
fans, you know.
So up next we have Sam. I have nothing. I don't
even remember anything about Sam. I forgot
The
he
only
existed.
thing I remember about this dude was that I said I wanted to give him a wedgie. He was wearing khakis. He looked like he wears a pocket protector and a calculator watch.
You are correct.
Is he the one I called
Sam?
a nerd?
Yes.
Sam
Okay, there we go.
Sam has the presence of a JCPenney's catalog model.
He's
That's being nice.
fine
Come on.
looking. He's fine looking. He's a generically handsome white boy.
Sorry, that was too
He's-
nice. He's a Sears catalog model. Come on.
Oh, Sears.
Oh.
I forgot Sears existed.
I don't think it does, actually. I think they went out of business.
Well, there you go. But those are those are the boys so far.
Das Boyens.
If you'll
I'm
notice,
sorry, that would be Data Boyens.
if you'll notice, there are 6
on.
MILFs and only 5
Yeah.
boys.
So,
Oh my God, there were only
the way
5
they
boys.
did this, by the way, was that when they did their weird challenge thing, one of the ladies had to be the MC, which is a weird decision, and we're like, okay. Honestly, Barbie was the MC for this one. This pissed her off, and I'm like, girl, considering what they're doing as a challenge, I think you lucked out. You didn't have to take a shower after this.
I think she was gonna take a shower anyway because she was so horned up.
Oh yeah, she was.
That's a different problem.
Barbie.
Okay, so let's talk about the challenge.
Okay, so this
Let's-
challenge, because we're in Canada, they had to collect maple syrup off of each other's bodies, and
Excuse me. It
Oh.
was MILF maple syrup.
It was MILF maple syrup.
well, no,
you
that's
are right.
that's just branding. Come on, we
It's
know
a
it's from a
different
tree.
branding.
On the jugs of syrup, it said MILF maple syrup.
It
It's important
was
to the plot.
anyway. Point is, they had to like put it on like the guy's body and then get it off with their body. And I'm gonna be
Guys
super
were all
real here.
wearing Speedos with the Canadian flag on them.
Which, by the way, not an attractive flag to wear.
No. Very unsexy flag.
Yeah, very unsexy flag. This whole challenge was unsexy, mostly because it was maple syrup, and all we could think of was like, oh, that's a yeast infection waiting to happen.
And ants.
Ants.
And yeast infections.
It's
It's
ants.
like, I don't know about you two, but every time I get like something like maple syrup on my body, I'm like, ugh.
No, it's bad. I don't like sticky. I don't
Yeah.
like it. It's not a
Like
good
there's
feeling.
sticky, and then there's this, which is like extra sticky.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone was just waiting to be a fly trap.
Ugh.
I can say, from the bottom of my heart, as somebody who has a touch of the tism, this was my hell. This was my hell.
Yeah,
Being
that
covered
is a sensory nightmare.
in a sticky substance. They had their shoes on. Okay, the whole time I was looking at them in their little fucking jogging shoes and thinking, imagine getting maple syrup in your shoes with your socks on.
I mean, I feel like
That
just this
made my
entire
skin crawl.
this entire challenge is gross. Like it's not. And
not-
mind you, they're trying to play this off as sexy.
So what? We have to explain exactly what the challenge is because it wasn't just pouring syrup on their bodies. It was you
Yes.
start with the MILF maple syrup, you poured it on your body, and then you had to run across a field and like
Empty
take
it
the
into
syrup on your body and empty it into an empty jar.
and
and-
yeah.
It was so gross.
Like
Ostensibly, the sexiness of it is like, oh, you have to like, get the syrup off of your partner. You have to like caress them and get the syrup in. It's like, no.
no, it's not. It's not sexy.
No, even one of the guys was like, it's like waxing my legs. It's just pulling all the hair out. And that is like, I have waxed before. It's not sexy. It's
Nothing-
not.
Nothing about
Syrup?
this challenge was inherently sexy.
It was
Other-
bad.
The only thing
I-
sexy about it is like it looks like you're covered in oil, but like it's not oil, it's maple syrup, so it inherently becomes less sexy again.
Yeah.
Like, my entire brain was just Dennis Reynolds going, think about the smell, you bitch.
Not even the smell, just the feel, because like you've had syrup on your person before. We all have.
All of it was bad. All of it was
Yeah,
bad.
everything about
But
this was
anyway,
just not good.
While all this was happening, Barbie is seething mad because
Oh,
she's not getting to rub her body on a young fellow, and it was the most hilarious thing about this episode. She was so mad.
I'm
As
like,
the young people say, seething and coping and melding.
and honestly, I feel like all of us would be like, honestly, I think she was in the best position because she didn't have to like go take a deep, clean, cleansing shower after
Except,
this.
what did she do? She started walking around and licking syrup off of the boys.
Okay,
Yeah,
she-
she was like licking and like wiping syrup off and tasting it, and Like, you're weird.
She is not making it into the kingdom of heaven.
I don't
she's
think
not.
anyone here is, including ourselves at this point.
Yeah, well,
Crystal is.
yeah.
Crystal is making
Crystal
it to
is.
heaven.
Crystal
Well, yeah,
gets to go
maybe
to heaven.
Crystal has a chance, but the rest of
No,
us.
she's absolutely going. She's my
Well,
angel.
no,
and I love
I'm
her.
giving
Yes.
you. I'm being nice here and giving everyone a shot to redeem themselves and also to ruin everything.
Wow.
Because we
I-
have
you know
several
what?
episodes
Okay.
left.
You know what my crack ship is?
What?
My kind of like cross fandom ship. Not cross fandom. I honestly do like. I think Ryan and Cool Ryan and Crystal.
Cool Ryan. He was so cool. And
Cool
he would
Ryan
treat
was like,
right. Because
like
he was very mature.
he was mature and like I think their vibe would have matched. But anyway, like that's
Aw.
my cross season MILF Manor OTP.
It's canon. I've just made it canon.
All right, perfect.
But
I'm
yeah,
a MILF. I'm
so
allowed to do these things.
anyway, the thing is that was the first challenge. It was gross and very unsexy.
And I said it in the chat and I'm gonna say it here. And I mean no offense to our heterosexual listeners. I love you guys.
No, I'm
You're great.
full offense. Full offense.
You know
Full
what? Full offense. That's fair.
I'm married to a man. I'm in a straight presenting relationship. Full offense.
I don't think straight people deserve rights after seeing this.
Put them in
because
camps.
Well, at
they
the very
were
least,
trying to gaslight us into thinking that this was sexy.
Well, no, and in
And-
fairness, whoever whose barely disguised fetish was being shown to us definitely is not seeing the kingdom of heaven.
No, but it's like I don't think straight people deserve rights.
They don't.
It's just
Because this
not
foul.
attractive. Not attractive. I don't know how anyone would find this attractive. Anyway, before we keep like damning this one challenge, because I'm sure there's more to damn later. We need to talk about it because there's a big twist at the end of the episode. Sardo,
Oh, yeah.
would you like to introduce our big twist?
Oh.
Actually, good twist here.
Oh, I was
Actual
so
good
excited for
twist.
this. This was the shit I was waiting for. And Kimmy, I think you did spoil me on this. I'm not mad about it at
I
all.
did. Well, because it was accidentally spoiled for me. Because I was not trying to find MILF Manor spoilers. I was just trying to see the start date, and then I saw this and it was like,
I love that we live in a universe where we can say that MILF Manor spoilers.
In our defense, we're watching this in late May. We're reading off of a thing that this started in like April. So
yeah, we are like 4 episodes behind.
Yeah.
So
So let's not act like we're behind. So, you know.
the grand reveal, the big twist at the end, the M. Night Shyamalan cherry on top, was that there was another set of arrivals at the end of the episode. There are more guests in our Canadian house, and those mystery guests are the fathers of the young men participating in this competition.
Actually, solid twist.
Dilf,
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 Dilf, Dilf.
It's Dilf Manor!
Dilf Danner, finally!
I was wondering when the weird Oedipal aspect of the show, because you can't have a show called MILF Manor without having some kind of like Oedipus complex or
Yes.
just incest in general.
Yeah.
And they delivered with daddies.
Oh, daddies.
And I've looked at these daddies because the daddies were only on the show for like a minute.
You
And I
only get,
looked
like,
at them in the articles and they are fine. They are fine.
there are some good daddies here. Let's go through in order.
Well,
We've
this
not
is a
got.
spoiler for us because we haven't actually met these daddies.
Shall
whatever.
we discuss the daddies?
Sure. Okay, first one is Michael, father of Christopher. He's 51. He's 6'7", and he's an easygoing gentleman, a father of 5.
He has a salt and pepper beard, and he's kind of giving Denzel Washington vibes.
He's
And I'm
honestly a
into
very
it.
handsome older
He's
gentleman.
he's wearing pink, which is really like flattering to like his
I'm
undertones,
not sure
and
that's
also
pink,
just like
but
I love
think
a
it's
man.
orange.
I love a man in pink.
Also, he has a normal amount of teeth, unlike his
And
son.
his
I'm
mother must have
sorry,
been
it's the teeth thing. His mother's a shark. He's half shark.
Honestly,
He's a-
one of the best parts of the end of the episode is like, oh god, the fathers are hotter, and it's like, honestly, I think that is probably accurate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm absolutely picking the daddies over the sons.
I'm gonna say, just like going on the pictures we get here, Michael has like a very warm presence.
Good
I like
look,
Michael.
good style, nice shirt.
Just charming. I like Michael inherently.
Okay, we need to skip ahead for a second because
Okay.
my enemy, Jacob,
Well, that's the next
his
one.
dad.
Yeah,
Look
no,
at his
what's so
dad.
funny about Jacob is that whereas like Christopher's dad is
Joe, are we going to Joey?
No, we're on Jacob right
Yeah,
now.
Oh, we're on Jacob.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this right now. Whereas Christopher's dad is, I would say, a bit more attractive than his son in the sense of like, oh, this is a distinguished gentleman look.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Jacob's
Jacob
father,
is like-
Ashley, is a lot better looking than his son is.
He is like 5 times out of his son's league. He is so handsome. He's
I'm-
aggressively handsome.
He
He
is
looks like
aggressively-
James Bond.
I'm gonna dock him 2 points though for being named Ashley.
Well, he's British,
Yeah,
so
I'm not gonna be mean to.
But-
he didn't choose that name, Sardo.
Yeah.
He is stupidly handsome though.
yeah.
You know what? You know what the
He
difference
he
is?
should be in an
He-
Old Spice commercial.
He doesn't
He
have
should.
like the ultra sharp cheekbones that Jacob has,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
And
it's for the
his-
better.
His chin is a square.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like it's just a square, and I can't see his teeth, so we'll see.
Well, I mean,
Maybe
he's
next
British.
week.
They don't smile over
Well,
there. Austerity jokes.
Ashley, yeah, he's retired. Okay.
That explains it. He's a
a
retired professional rugby player.
oh.
So a little physicality there.
And he's recently divorced, everybody. He's
Well, find out the
single.
reason why he's divorced, and then we could maybe discuss it from there. But
Well, clearly the
you know,
answer is someone here
Ashley-
didn't like rugby.
that is probably wife didn't like rugby.
She'd never came to any of my rugby games. It's really mean.
Yeah,
I really like going
he's
to rugby.
you know what, Jacob, your dad can get it.
See, like
I'm sorry.
Jacob's dad
Like,
has
some of the
got me
dads-
down bad.
some of the dads are better looking than their sons. This one absolutely is a case of 3 out of 3 would pick the father over the son. Like, I could see why someone would pick Christopher over Michael. I don't know if many people are gonna pick Jacob over Ashley.
So, going on to Joey and his father Anthony.
I'm not feeling his dad.
I'm not feeling it,
I-
but I am feeling his Italian restaurant.
Okay, look, his dad, and I don't mean this in a derogatory way. His dad looks like an aged lesbian. And I don't mean it in a bad way. I
No,
don't mean it in
okay.
a bad way.
I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna blame partially this on like the stock photos they were taking of everyone. He's one of the many people whose hair looks worse because of the background, because it makes it look like he has
Yeah.
Lego hair.
Yeah, it does. He does look like, oh, poor man. They
It's
did you
not his
dirty,
fault.
Anthony.
It's like the same thing happened to some of the women too, and like,
They did him dirty.
and also the same thing happened to Miles, where it feels like whoever did his hair did him dirty. I will
Yeah.
say, man has good style. I like the blue jacket.
See, that's what I mean by he looks like an aged lesbian, like a very fashionable aged lesbian.
Point
I think
is, he's a well-dressed person.
I will say Anthony looks like a handsome and slightly formidable Yakuza NPC.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. He just
he
needs a
does.
gold chain.
He does.
He just needs to tear off his like jacket and shirt to reveal his Irizumi on the back, and be like,
And his Irizumi is Gabagool.
See, I was gonna say a plate of spaghetti, but I like gabagool better.
yeah, no, Gabagool is definitely better.
It's the gabagool.
It's the gabagool.
Gotta be clear. I would eat at his restaurant mostly because
Oh yeah,
I-
definitely,
eh,
definitely.
I want to see if it's any good.
Like, I would give this man a firm handshake with eye contact.
I'm looking closer at the picture, and I will say this: whereas his son is a better-looking gentleman, at least cuter-wise, they do have the same eyes, so I know where he got him from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Got
Joey
the
is
icon
a bit
from.
of a twunk.
He's a
So-
bit of a twunk.
Yeah,
I do
He's not
like
a
that
twink. He's
Joey's.
a bit of a twunk. He's chunky,
I like that
and I like it.
Joey's a bit of a thicker build, and I appreciate that. They don't
He
all
was
need
the
to be
only
skinny.
boy. Yeah, he was the only boy that didn't have a six-pack, and I wasn't mad about it. I was mad about the butt biting.
Yeah,
But I
it's like
wasn't
Once
mad
again,
about the body.
Joey would be so much better if he just did not talk.
Yeah.
I think Joey, respectfully, is one of those guys who will maybe grow into his appeal.
Well, as long
Hopefully.
as he stops talking about how much he likes to bite butts.
Well,
Yeah.
he's 21. We're all stupid at 21, am I right?
Eh.
Yeah.
Anyway,
no, you're
point
right.
is, I feel like in this case, Miles wins out on the looks department. But
So
100% would eat at Anthony's restaurant.
going
You
on to
mean-
4.
Yeah.
Number
Yeah.
4, Stacy, father
Okay,
of Miles. Love
So
the
there's
purple
two
shirt.
dads with girl names.
I'm gonna say Stacy is probably the best looking one here.
I think when he was coming on, he was the one with the most swag out look to begin with. If I remember correctly, he was the one with the
I don't
glasses
remember. I was just so giddy with the fact that the twist was happening that I didn't really pay attention to any of them.
on. Well, the point is,
That's fair.
Attractive guy too. This is the one where like father and son combined is like either or.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I would say they're like equally as attractive
Yeah.
to each other.
Like dad, he has nice looking. He has like nice dad eyes. Actually, here, I don't know about you, Kimmy, but Sardo, you're gonna get this. You know how like Final Fantasy VII Remake, Barrett has those very like tender
Yes.
eyes. He's got the
Oh.
same eyes.
Kimmy, okay, have you seen the Final Fantasy VII remake, Kimmy?
No, but I have played the original Final Fantasy.
Show
Oh,
her.
let me-
Show her the eyes. Show her how handsome Barrett is now.
I need
I
to
do-
show.
I did love Barrett from the
No,
original Final Fantasy
hold on.
VII.
You need to understand. You're gonna love
he's-
this.
Oh, he's beautiful, Kimmy.
Show me the boy.
Oh, he's so handsome.
Show me.
Look at
Oh,
the
he's got like moe eyes.
he's got like he's got like a Seijima kind of appeal to him.
He
You know?
does. Oh,
And
he's just a little
I'm gonna
kitty
say,
cat.
while his eyes aren't as big, Stacy got the same kind of eyes.
It's those
Aw.
very
And in
soft
fairness,
kind of.
now that I'm looking at the picture in a more blown up fashion, so I can actually look at it. His son does too. So you know what, Miles, you got your father's eyes, and that's not a bad thing.
We love a boy with soft eyes.
Yeah.
I just love, yeah, like this show is unfortunately making me realize I am like way more of an eyes person than I thought I was. Because we've got some people with beautiful eyes on here.
Beautiful
eyes.
eyes.
Your eyes. You reach
But
in and
yes.
pluck them out one by one.
Stacy, very handsome. Hello, sir. How are you?
Yeah. They don't really talk a lot about him in this little blurb that we got.
Beautiful eyes.
Like I heard from my brother before.
Firm, lingering handshake with eye contact. Definitely.
But yeah, definitely this is the one father-son duo where it's like they both can get it. Same with like Christopher and Michael, but instead of like we leaned more towards Michael, this one it's just like, just spin the wheel, whoever lands it, I'm good.
Yeah.
Both is good.
Yeah.
Wouldn't
is
be
where,
bad about
like,
either.
If you had to spin the wheel of father or son that you would get, I think most people would be like, just let it happen.
Yeah. Oh, also, Anthony was born in Italy, so he would probably run a hell of an attack.
You know
the
the
owner of
gabagool is amazing. You know it
the
is.
gabagool.
What
The
we should
gabagool.
mention, one of the dads, I'm not sure which one, came in on a crutch, so someone fucked up his leg beforehand. And
Oh,
I think
yeah.
that's so funny.
You should see the other guy.
So now we're going to
so-
talk about Sam's father, Darren, who is the most dad-looking dad here.
I feel
He
nothing
looks
for
like a
this man.
dentist. Is he a dentist? Let me see his blurb, because he looks like a dentist.
He does look like a dentist.
He's a
Oh, he's the one-
high-energy outdoors enthusiast.
Well, he's the one who busted his leg. He was the one on crutches. So you know
Was
what?
he?
Yeah. I will say
Oh.
he is the most dad of the dads and the one who looks the most like his son.
Also,
Yeah.
a subsequent breakup with a fiance after he got
Ooh.
divorced. I'm not one to speculate, but Darren, don't know about that.
Red flag, red flag.
Yeah, I don't.
So I live in a college town, and what's his name? Darren? No, Sam, the boy. Definitely looks like one of the frat bros you see walking around campus, and Darren looks like he was also a frat, and that Sam is his legacy, and that they are both in, like that Sam is going to take over his father's dental practice, but
My
he's
God,
not going to
you're
be a good. He's not going to be a good dentist. He's getting the job through nepotism.
He's a shitty dentist.
Yes, like
Oh,
that's what I'm getting from this image.
But like he'll still have like lots of like lady patients who come in because they
Yeah.
think he's handsome.
Yeah, and he only the dental hygienists are all pretty girls, and he
Oh,
just
of
spends all
course.
his time flirting with them.
But yeah, I would say of the father-son combo, this is the most generic duo.
Yeah,
They're-
just generic white boy.
I feel like with Darren, it's really gonna depend on his personality of how likable he is. If
I'm
he's
not
as
getting a lot of-
generic as his son, then he's screwed.
I'm not getting a lot of charisma from Darren. I'm sorry. His
No.
name's Darren.
No.
Like I just no. I don't like his eyebrows. Salt and pepper is usually my thing. I don't love a salt and pepper eyebrow.
No.
No. So I'm going to put Darren in F tier and I'm going to put Stacy in S tier.
I'm feeling it. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the first episode of the MILF Manor 2, Canada
Boogaloo.
edition.
Electric Boogaloo.
The Canadian
Two MILF,
edition.
two manor.
Two MILFist, two Manorists. But yeah, so you twos, how would you compare, at least for a first episode watching, MILF Manor 1 to MILF Manor 2?
Kimmy, you want to go first? Give your...
I remember a lot more caps lock key smashing while I was watching MILF Manor season 1, because I was so like my senses were assaulted just on every level.
Also, because
by what
we
was
forgot to
happening.
mention this, MILF Manor 1 had the sons of the mothers,
Yeah,
and that's like
it was
way
more outwardly incestuous.
Yeah, that one that's more uncomfortable. This is less uncomfortable.
Yeah, but
Like still
It's
uncomfortable
still- yeah.
in like the sense of that's what the show is, but not nearly as bad. I think that's what you're going for.
yeah, and it's like it is now familiar to me, the concept of a MILF Manor, so I think I'm not as shocked as I was with season 1, if that makes sense. Like my senses are dulled a little bit, even though it still is terrible.
We're a little desensitized.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
But I still had a great time watching it. It still made me really sad, just
Mhm.
that it exists.
Yeah. I would have to agree. I think season 2 is... I'm saying this with full awareness of how this sounds, by the way. Season 2 is trying to capture the magic. The dark, accursed, necromantic, Oedipal magic of season 1.
It's
And
true.
it's not succeeding fully. I think it smacks of tryhardiness a little bit. And it's like, ooh, we're gonna be even more shocking than before. And I can kind of see what they're trying to do. Credit to bringing in some dads this time. Very
Yeah.
good, very nice. But yeah, I am a little bit desensitized.
That
And
being
that's
said, still gonna watch every single episode of
Oh
this
yeah. Well, in
godforsaken
fairness,
show.
we are saying these things with watching an episode, not.
Yeah.
So it more has more than enough time to turn things around. We're very curious now what it's like with the dad. So if I'm making a prediction, and I'll be the first one to go, my money is on half the dads winning out over the sons.
Well,
Mhm.
yeah. Look
Uh,
at the sons.
yeah.
They suck.
Well, especially Ashley over his son Jacob.
Oh, Ashley.
He's so handsome. Jacob, you
He's
have so many teeth.
like, Jacob, was your mother a nutcracker?
Jacob, why are you so British, but your father's the handsome version of British?
Oh,
One is
I just
beans on toast, flirting versus harassment.
I'm interested to see where it goes from here. I am unfortunately hooked. Uh I'm intrigued. I still think it's not going to capture the magic of the first season. I just know it won't. But yeah.
If I'm remembering correctly, the first season didn't capture the magic of itself. Because remember how it ended? Kind of just like, that's it?
Yeah, like a wet fart. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you make a very good point. Yeah.
I'm willing to give it a chance.
You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
you're right, Kimmy. I think I'm being a little too skeptical.
You're being
Give
skeptical.
Dilfs a chance.
You're being skeptical
Yeah.
of trash TV. This feels like we're not here for high art, Sardo. We're here for some down, hopefully less sticky, interesting weirdness. We're not here
I'm-
for anything truly enlightening to the human soul.
I'm here for the older men.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do love a daddy.
we got 5 dads and 5 sons, and for the most part, the dads are winning, and
Yeah.
that's just from like photos.
I
Look at that.
we do love a
Yeah.
daddy.
Any other closing thoughts for the two of y'alls?
Um,
I'm just so glad we got you to watch this.
me
I-
too.
I'm so glad that we ruined your life.
You can't. I had a dobo today that I made. It turned out pretty good. You can't ruin
Okay,
nothing.
well.
Well, you know, if you
Well.
had it with me, you would understand.
I'm
You know, I've never had a
Well, you know
we'll have
what?
to change that at
gonna
some
have
point.
to. We're gonna have to cut. I'll send you my dad's recipe, and you're gonna be like, "This is good."
I mean, it seems good.
Yeah, but
Was
yeah,
it Filipino?
yeah.
I
You have
want
to
it.
specify.
We don't really.
Yeah,
We don't have a lot of We don't have a Filipino community where I'm from.
That's all right. You gotta spread the love.
but I'm so glad we got to experience this all together. I'm so glad that we got to see this horrible thing unraveling with y'all.
I love to trauma bond.
I'm
I'm not sure if I'm traumatized yet, but you know, I'm gonna let it. The first episode was mostly introduction, so it's hard to really
Yeah.
traumatize. So I'm gonna let it have a chance to actually pull it off.
Look, if we finish this show and you are not traumatized, me and Sardo will find the episode from season 1 where they have to do the things with the fruit, and then we'll just let you watch it.
We'll find it.
Oh, yeah.
We'll find out how this will play out between sons and fathers, as the MILFs now have to make a decision of older or younger. Ooh, exciting.
You know, and the MILFs, I will say, because they're building up kind of an interesting theory of, you know, I like younger men. You know, they got more energy, they can keep up, and plus some of them are so mature. Which no, they are not. No,
They're not.
every time they say they're so mature, that is a lie. That is a damned lie.
These
But
MILFs are liars.
we'll see if they hold true to that.
We will see. But anyway, since we're done with that, both of you, I have a very important question to ask.
Okay.
The hell are you watching? And no, you cannot say MILF Manor 2. That does not count.
Right.
I
Oh.
actually have a real answer.
Good.
Good.
We're in the last season of The Great. Have y'all
Oh.
heard of this show?
No,
Yes.
explain.
It is. So you heard of Catherine the Great from Russia, the Empress
Yes.
from Russia from way back when? So the name of this show is called The Great, an occasionally true story. And it's like a comedy about Catherine the Great. And Catherine the Great is played by Elle Fanning. The Emperor of Russia, Peter, is played by Nicholas Holt. And he is just such a shithead. And she is trying to like bring the country into the modern age. Oh, hold on, my computer. Am I still here?
Yes.
Okay. She's trying to bring the country into a modern age, and he's just trying to fuck like everyone.
Uh-huh.
And it is so fucking funny. And Gillian Anderson plays her mom in one episode, and she's so mean and so hot. And I'm bringing it back to MILFs.
Yes.
Well, that sounds fun. We might check
Well,
it out.
It's very fun. You should watch it. The Great.
Sounds fun. I like a good
Yes.
period piece. Sort of.
MILFs
Oh, the
are always-
costumes are amazing too. The costumes are gorgeous.
Yeah.
Well,
Big
Sardo,
floofy dresses.
Oh yeah. Sardo, what the hell are you watching? Or reading
I have
or
not.
whatever.
I've not been watching a lot lately. My life has been kind of a shit show lately for a myriad of reasons that I will not get into here. So I've gone back to my kind of comfort show at the moment, which is I've been watching more Columbo. I've been watching so much Columbo. You might be concerned for my mental health if you saw how much Columbo I have been watching. That funky little detective who may or may not actually have a real wife has been keeping me stable. And I love you, sir. Thank you,
Is that a thing?
Columbo.
We don't know if Columbo has a wife.
Well, okay, so we never see Columbo's wife, and I love my dad so much because my dad and I have this joke that all of like the great detectives from Columbo's kind of era are actually all just like dating each other. This was a real joke that all of Columbo and the other detectives are just in a polycule.
I like it. I like it. I believe it. I know nothing about this show, but I believe it.
Columbo, it's, all the memes you've heard about the show are true. It really is just Peter Falk showing up, like, in a trench coat, like, and one more thing, by the way, while he's, like, smoking and being, like, generally kind of, like, awkward. And then he just solves the crime, and, all of the murderers in it are very camp. They're either, like, super flamboyant dudes, or they are, like, the most beautiful, cunty women you have ever seen.
I'm into it.
You
Okay,
should
I'll have to
watch.
watch Columbo. Yeah, y'all
Oh,
did tell me
please.
I would like Columbo.
You
Y'all
would
both told me
love
that.
Columbo. Yes. Please watch Columbo. It's so
Okay.
good. Yeah. But I have been watching that. It has been my emotional support, little potentially gay detective man. And yeah.
I love it. What about you, Stross? What you been watching?
Haven't been watching anything that I haven't already discussed. I'm still reading Centuria every week, which has been fun. Mostly because now we have Large Horrible Monster of the Forest. That's been fun.
Nice.
I'm,
Love a large horrible monster.
let me see if I can find it for you guys because you're gonna like this.
Oh, I've also been watching that the Chosen 3 rap a couple times because I can't stop hearing Gortash's bit as done by the Beastie Boys in my head, and it's entirely fucked up my life.
Hate that little man. Affectionate.
There we go.
We got nervous. Yeah.
Oh, I'm just trying to get a good picture here for everybody. So I can actually... Here we go. Sardo, you're gonna love this. Kimmy, you're probably also
No.
gonna love this, but probably not in the same way.
Oh, yeah! Yeah!
It has too many arms.
Well, that's the point.
My
I
best
don't
friend.
I don't love spiders, and it is giving me spider vibes. I know Sardo is a spider boy, and I'm sorry, but
It's
they're not
okay.
for me.
I understand.
I
I
have made
like.
peace with the spiders that are outside. I don't scream and throw things at them when I see them outside. It's different when they're in my house, but I have made peace with the outside spiders, and that is a huge step for me.
It's a huge step. I'm proud of you, Kimmy.
Look at you.
Thank you.
I I love it. This is a friend.
I like all the Chewbacca heads, though.
I love like the little dudes dangling from its fur.
Oh, let me enlarge the picture. I didn't see that. Oh, okay, that is pretty cool. I still don't like the arms, but everything else about it's good. I like that.
Yeah. You know what, I understand not loving the arms, but I do love I I bet he likes belly rubs.
Oh, you know he does.
Belly rubs.
This is the series where the woman kits out when she goes outside in. You'll like this, Kimmy. This is a very large woman.
Oh, I do like a big lady.
Oh, we're gonna show up.
Big lady, big lady, big lady.
Big lady in armor? Even better.
Well, that's
Big
the armor.
lady.
It won't actually show up for some reason, but that's what she looks like in armor.
Big
Click.
lady.
There it is. There it goes.
Oh,
Contrast.
she's cute.
Yeah.
Aw.
She's cute.
Remember, you can't accept her at her cutest. You can't accept her at her largest.
I like big.
Yeah, she's big. So yeah, read Centuria. It's fun. It just started, so this is a ground level situation.
I'm reading Jurassic Park for the very first time.
Oh
ever.
yeah. Oh god.
Yeah.
What do you think of it so
It's
far?
fucking gnarly, and I like it.
The
Yeah.
books for these things are always so weird.
Well, I like it so far. I'm still not very far into it because I had a surgery after I started it. I haven't been able to concentrate on it, but
That's fair.
from what I read,
Understandable.
it was amazing.
Oh yeah, I
Yes,
also
that's why I
finished.
sound like I'm. That's why I sound like I have the
I had-
colds and all colds. I had sinus surgery and I'm still healing from it. I have splints in my nose. It's very disgusting.
Also,
Well,
I finished
you-
Bone recently. That was fun.
Oh,
Bone.
nice. Bone. Bone's a great I remember reading that series in like Disney Adventures magazine when I was just a wee little sprog.
I haven't read it, but I hear it's very, very, very good.
It
Oh,
is
it's
quite
so
good. It's also very strange.
Yeah, wow.
Hold on. I'm gonna also post one picture from it because it is so out of context. This makes zero sense. This was. Here we are. I like this because it's so insane.
I like
I
that.
I like it too.
No context makes this so
I don't
funny.
need context. It's so cute.
It's delightful.
It makes no sense if you were not reading it, and if you were, it makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
But it's definitely one of those like, what? Huh? It's when like they post like panels from comics out of context, and you're just like, what?
Like the Hellboy monkey one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, only that one makes sense because you understand the humor behind it. Because the humor is very clearly, obviously, that panel sequencing can be any sequence and will still be funny. It's up there with any picture from Baki the Grappler. No, Kimmy,
Yes.
don't ask questions. You will regret
Okay.
immediately.
Okay.
Baki the Grappler is psychotic madness that can only be explained as the woman who made Beastars is the daughter of that man, and it makes way too much sense.
Now, Beastars is the one with all the furries.
Yes, it
Have
is.
sex. Okay, that's all I know about Beastars.
The extremely horny rabbit main character.
Yeah.
Now imagine
I'm
that,
good.
but it's
No, I'm good.
the father. You think she's weird? Her father.
No, I'm
is...
good.
I will explain some stuff later, just because it's that batshit insane. But the point is, read Centuria and Bone. They're both good.
I'll read
Yeah.
Bone.
Yeah.
Bone's great.
Bone's also done, and so you can easily get your hands on it.
I am leaking out of my nose, so
Oh,
I have
so-
to go.
Yeah.
We'll call it a night. Kimmy,
yeah,
thank you so much for being here.
Kimmy, you have anything you want to plug before you go, including your socials?
No.
All right.
All right.
Fair
Thank you
enough.
for being here, Kimmy. We
I
love you
don't
very
want
much.
I don't want anyone to perceive me outside of these MILF Manor episodes.
That's fair.
Fair
That's
enough.
Fair. You
Anyway,
have a good night. Take care, my friend.
have a good night, Kimmy. Anyway,
Thank
we're
you for
also
having me again.
absolutely. It was great.
All right.
Anywho,
Bye.
have a nice night, Kimmy.
Night. Bye.
Please. Anyway, as
So-
for the rest of us, Sardo, where can we find you? And anything you want to
you can-
plug besides our own
um,
things?
Let me see. You can find me at Autopsy Garlands on Twitter. That's my main account. Marquis Belial is my art account. I have commissions open currently. I've got a couple things open right now. I'm currently working on updating my main commission prices because I am doing a little bit of a price bump because I think my skills have risen adequately. But I am also doing a slightly cheaper painted kind of portrait bust
Yeah,
commission special.
you're doing the classic. Hey, even though I have increased my skills, I'm doing like a cheaper option if you just want
Yes,
this thing.
Also, it's the sale of my bathroom got fucked up through no fault of my own, and then my landlord fucked up my bathroom even worse when he was trying to repair it to save money on costs. So, if you want a little painting of your little guy, you should get one.
You need to do one of Morgana as like a test example.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like this very serious looking portrait, and it's just the Morgana, but from like specifically like Tactica Morgana face.
Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah, but
notice the moment Kimmy is gone, we're like, all right, it's time to unleash the Morgana voice.
Yeah. Also, trying to think of what else. Oh yeah. You can find me on Blue Sky at Uncle Death. Maybe one day I'll post there. We'll see. And
Once
then
Twitter finally sinks into oblivion, we'll be there.
I'm also on Twitch at Uncle Death with a K instead of a C. I stream tonight because tonight is Monday nights are when we post this. I stream Mondays, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, 6:30 Mountain Standard Time. Do with that what you will. I draw things. You can give me money to draw something slightly nicer. Yeah. What about you, Stross?
Yeah, you can find me at Almighty Stross on Twitter, Blue Sky, here on Twitch, where I stream Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday at the same time Sardo does. We're currently in a holding pattern until our good friend SMT5 Vengeance comes out soon.
Yes.
It's very soon.
Soon.
But yeah, that's what we're doing. You can find us there. We hope to see you there. Enjoy We'll do probably another MILF Manor episode like halfway through the season, and then one at the end. I feel like is like mid-season check-in, and then final season finale wrap-up. Where we're all going to be like, "Yep, this is what we expected," or "Oh my god."
Somehow it's worse than we could have ever imagined.
I hope it is. That would just be the funniest.
I hope so too.
I hope it's so much worse that everyone looks back at season 1 and goes like, I miss it. Please no more candidate challenges. Unless it's poutine involved. You must deliver this poutine faster than anyone else. Go. But anyway, folks, thank you all for coming. We will be back at it again sometime in the near future with, I don't know, something.
Something. It's a
Yeah.
surprise. You'll
Yeah.
see.
We'll find out later.
Yes.
Bye.